Hey everyone, I thought I'd make a quick mention of a metaphor that I ran into this morning. So I'm recording this on a Monday morning, and I've come to discover that I feel a lot better. I suffer from seasonal depression, and this is the time of year when things start to go a little bit downhill for me, but I feel a whole lot better when I'm slightly sleep deprived. And I came up with this strategy that I'll make myself a little bit sleep deprived over the weekend so that I can come to work on Monday feeling a little bit elevated, and then I'll sleep normally tonight. I'm probably going to sleep, I've been doing this for a few weeks now. I'm probably going to go to bed at 8 or 9 in the evening tonight. And this is really nice because I get to enjoy a couple extra hours over the weekend, and I feel so good on Monday, and I lose the Monday anxiety issues. And the problem is I have to drive to work, and the sleep deprivation doesn't do a very good number on the driving. But it makes me realize that it all comes in a package. I can't think of a way, unless I move, I guess. I can't think of a way to come to work sleep deprived on a Monday, but drive very, very well aware. And but I'd rather sacrifice the driving, though, because I feel pretty safe given my record in recent times, and plus it's a very short drive, and plus I feel so much better at work. I'd much rather die in a car accident than to lose my job, given how well I'm doing here. So it's a sacrifice, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of people don't seem to get that concept, especially in the context of a relationship. People seem to think that they could tear two people apart and mix and match them, or sometimes if it involves children, to mix and match. I like the partner, but not the children. I had a girlfriend like that one time. She really liked how well I was doing writing computer games and going to these conferences. And at the time I was teaching at a different school, but she didn't like the fact that when she would be all ready to get in the bedroom, that I was still in the middle of a game. And she didn't seem to understand the concept that the games are a package. And to be honest, I didn't accept her for the package either, and that's why we're not together anymore. I really like having my alone time. Part of the reason I'm hesitating, even with the current relationship, is I really love it when I just hide out there and write computer games or go stargazing, although today's not a particularly good day to do that. For the stargazing, I usually like to go out to Ellensburg. I have a funny story about Ellensburg. I had broken up with yet another girl because, we weren't having sex, but she thought I was seeing somebody else because I would hide away to write computer games, and I stormed out of she was living with her parents. I stormed out of their home, and I drove east on I-90, and I just totally lost myself, and before I knew it, I was in Ellensburg. And this was March of 2016. I'll let you figure it out, but at the time, Jupiter was very close to opposition. And you saw the beginning of the Milky Way season, and that was very nice. And it's very dark skies there. I like it so much, I've given it a nickname. I call it Ellensburg Space Station when I go out there. The reason I call it the space station is not because just for viewing space, but because when I go there, it seems like Seattle I leave Seattle behind. I tend not to bring my troubles from Seattle to Ellensburg, and if I don't have a good time in Ellensburg, I tend not to bring it back to Seattle either. It's kind of like how the US and Russia could be at war on the ground, but up in space, everything is just fine. The other reason I call it a space station is an interesting coincidence, actually. So on I-90, exit 62, so 62 miles from Seattle is Stampede Pass, and every time I cross that line, it seems like the background stars start to appear. That's when things really start to get dark. And 62 miles happens to be the Karman Line as well. So I treat that as my Karman Line for going to Ellensburg to view the night sky. So it turned out very well. But the point is, all that has to come in a package, right? If I go out there, I have to accept Ellensburg for what it is, and there are certain conveniences that are harder to find over there. Thanks for watching.